he started Afroburn. If I had put my head down and learned the language from the beginning, my adaptation would have been a lot easier. Get warm clothing, learn the language, explore the country.
Lovely viewers, welcome to today's episode. If you are new here, I'm Princess Benidojalanene, and this is the BORGA Talk. Literally, we invite foreigners from all over Vilnius and Lithuania as a whole to come and share their experiences in Lithuania while we make something from their country of origin or eat something Lithuanian, like today's ta-da! And today's guest is coming to talk about his experiences in Lithuania, raising biracial kids here in Lithuania, adapting to life in Lithuania, Afro Events in Lithuania, and a lot more. Today's guest is from Nigeria. He's so special, and I have been following him for a very long time. So guys, I'm pleased to introduce to you Victor.
Thank you for the warm introduction. So Victor, or Afroburn, as a lot of people would prefer. I also have my pretty decent, interesting Nigerian name, but I'll save your ears the trauma of listening to that repeatedly, okay?
Please, we want to hear it. Just one time.
It's Anie Kanabasi.
Anie Kanabasi.
Anie Kanabasi. See, even
Kanabasi.
you struggle with pronouncing my name.
But actually, it's so nice.
It's actually Victor, just the traditional way of saying Victor.
It's a very nice name you have there.
Thank you.
So, how have you been?
I'm good. I'm alright. So I'm happy to be here. I've seen a couple of your podcasts, so thank you for the invitation.
Thank you so
happy
much
to be
for coming.
chatting with you and your lovely viewers as well.
This is the first episode ever we are eating something Lithuanian.
Okay.
I wanted to try this with you since we come from the same continent.
Yeah.
And then give our honest opinion about Lithuanian dishes.
Okay.
So maybe we should take our first bite.
Yeah, we should. So we are having fried bread.
Kepta Duona.
That's the right one. So.
You know what? This is like my favorite Lithuanian snack.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially with some cheese and some garlic.
Okay.
Yes. How about you?
I won't say I have a favorite Lithuanian snack, but I love food. I love the crunchy taste of this. I started having this when I was watching basketball here, so it's something that everyone would buy at the arena. So that's how I just got in love. I fell in love with it, and I've been having this since then.
Rating this on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you give it?
Without the cream on the side, I would say 7.
Oh, not bad. Okay.
What's your rating?
This particular one, I'll give it a 5. Well, it's crispy, but it just doesn't have like enough flavors going on in there. There is garlic, of course, but it's just not enough, and there is no cheese.
I've met my match today, so okay.
Exactly. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background and why you ended up in Lithuania?
A little bit about myself. As you rightly mentioned earlier, originally from Nigeria. So I'm from one of the minority groups in Nigeria. When people hear Nigeria, they talk about the Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa, but I'm actually Ibibio, so...
Ibibios. It's actually my first time of hearing it.
Really, see? The minority. So I'm from Afro Events states. I'm from Oyo predominantly. We are the Ibibio people.
Okay.
We share a lot of similarities with the Calabar people.
Calabar.
People.
I definitely hate Calabar.
We love food. We have a variety of food. So Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, I'm so sorry. Yeah, but we have the best soup. We have the best food. Yeah, you all know
everyone says
Yeah.
about their culture.
It's absolutely fine. Our language is challenging to understand, especially when you are not from that region. Yeah, but it is one of the best. It's art when you hear people speak.
Can you say nice to meet you in your language?
Nice try. Nice try.
What motivated you or inspired you to start the Afro Events and even name your presence on social media, Afroburn.lt?
That's an interesting question because historically speaking, I didn't start Afroburn.
Oh.
I'm not the founder of Afroburn, so I may be synonymous with Afroburn today.
So who is the founder? Where is he?
The guys who started Afroburn, they don't live here anymore.
Oh.
So Afroburn started even before I came to Lithuania. My flatmate from when I lived in Cyprus, yeah.
You lived in
I lived in
Cyprus?
Cyprus before coming here. So he moved to Lithuania and he started Afroburn, just a little community where they could play house music, Afrobeats in their home, And
just to have fun, boys.
Exactly. Just boys events, they cook, they eat together, and then they have Afrobeat. So they call it Afro Hits first, and then they changed the name to Afroburn. Yeah, it was Jamie, it was DJ Razor.
How many were you in that room?
No, it was a big apartment, and then later on they started renting a place when they got more people. But to be honest, I don't remember how many people because I wasn't even living here then. Then they moved it over to another club. Yeah, to a smaller club where they started having about 45, 50 people, and it started growing from there.
Wow.
But it was all Africans at that time.
Yeah, so I mean, you said you've lived in Cyprus
Cyprus,
before.
yes.
So, if I should understand correctly, you moved from Cyprus to Lithuania.
Yeah, so I came to Lithuania to study. My master's was here.
Oh.
And I studied, when I came here, I met the guys who were already, I knew some of them already from when we lived in Cyprus. So they asked if I could help support, grow the Afrobeats. Because I did something similar when we lived in Cyprus. So I took control, I supported with the Instagram page and the Facebook page. And from there, the
You are
guys
doing a
was
great job.
I wouldn't say that, no.
I mean, I see you, I follow you, so I know you are doing a great job.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah.
So we started from there. The idea was to go beyond just the African community, to people who would love and appreciate listening to Afrobeats. So that's how we started. That's when I joined the group and we started growing from there. We had events at Club Taboo in Kaunas, and that was on Thursdays.
Oh, so you are trying to say you don't organize your events just in Vilnius?
So not just in Vilnius, yeah. So we originally started in Kaunas, or they started in Kaunas before I joined. I met the group, I partnered with them, collaborated with before they left Lithuania. And Kaunas is still the home of Afroburn. Will always be the home of Afroburn. My friends and guys in Kaunas, I'm sorry I haven't brought Afroburn to you in a while, but we'll keep coming. But I also appreciate how you guys come through to Vilnius or wherever I take you all to. Really grateful, really appreciative. Thank you for your support always.
I follow you so much on Instagram, so I know your events seem I've not had a chance to attend it yet. But I see, yes.
Why?
Mostly because I would say I'm a lazy person, and now I kind of live at the outskirts of the city, and I don't have license to drive. There are taxes,
There are taxes. Whatever excuse you have, I have a counter argument.
Don't worry, I'll definitely attend it.
Okay.
Because I'm following the page in the first place because I find your events really interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so for those of you watching us, please check his Instagram. Yeah, you will see the nice things that are going on over there.
Please follow Afroburn.lt, but I won't if you're interested in Afrobeats, don't go, not Afroburn only, there is Dix Entertainment, yeah, and there is Afro Events. So these are all my brothers and colleagues who are trying to be on the same light and the same mission as well. So you can follow any of us, yeah, we all provide the same identical content.
You keep a very low profile. I followed Afroburn for so long. I think I started following Afroburn.lt my second month in Lithuania. Okay. And I never saw your picture, even once. Why are you saying so hidden?
The Afroburn is about the events, the music, the culture, the collaboration between people from Africa and other parts of the world who live and reside here in Vilnius or who are visiting. So that's what the event should be about. Not about me as a person, I want people to come to the event. I want them to associate themselves with the event. I want them to associate themselves with the reason behind the event and not with me personally. So I would like to go to the event and, have fun, dance with people, celebrate and jolly with people, rather than being stopped every time and asking, getting questions and everything. But I do appreciate the questions, but predominantly I would like to keep myself out of it. What if someday, I partner with more people? And then I want these people join in and then help me grow Afroburn even further. Mm-hmm. So it should be away from just myself, but it should be about the mission of Afroburn.
Well, that's a very great reason. Honestly, I wanted to argue so much, but your reasons just stopped me right here. I don't know what else to say.
Thank you.
You know what? It's a real pleasure when you introduce yourself to me as Afroburn. Because I was really looking forward to seeing this person behind this great event. How often do you reveal yourself to people and what are their reactions when you reveal yourself?
Recently, I've started posting myself a little bit more. So people have, a lot of people who are coming new to Afroburn, to Afrobeats community, now I associate the face with the page. I would prefer not to have this. I would prefer to be, the direct opposite of this, but when I do introduce myself to people, they're like, oh, okay, it's you. And that's it. That's how we should be, you know? Like, oh, okay. Thank you for making the events. I appreciate the memes you post, and you know, that's.
I felt so honored to see you, honestly. I felt like I met a celebrity, you know? And literally, you are a celebrity among the black community.
No, I wouldn't say I'm a celebrity. We have celebrities, we have Samson, we have Anyanya, you know? Those are celebrities. We have you over.
Nah, I'm not
We have the guys who do skits as well. You know, those are celebrities. We have Sop King. You know, those are celebrities, not me.
In my mind, to me, you were a celebrity.
Thank you.
So apparently, you've been in Lithuania for quite some time now. How long?
I'm embarrassed to say how long because I don't speak the language.
It's okay. The language is difficult.
So, is it?
It is.
Okay.
For example, you just want to say go. And go just keeps changing and changing.
Depending on how you, depending on the context of the sentence, yeah.
So, I mean, it takes time. Okay. And honestly, I'm stupid at languages myself. I'm
not alone in this, thankfully. Okay, so now that you've shared your insecurities with the language as well, I've been here for a little over 6 years.
Wow.
But not at stretch, so I lived here, then I left and returned. So if you count out the period, the time that I've been here, it should be a little over 6 years.
So from the time you came here until now, how has Lithuania or Vilnius changed for you?
In my perspective, my perception as well, Lithuania has grown significantly. Yeah, I'm happy to see more foreigners in Lithuania. And this is just me being greedy here. Yeah, I'm happy to see more foreigners. I'm happy to see people, the locals, by the locals I mean the indigenous citizens. Yeah, are more welcome to foreigners. Yeah, they've always been welcome, but a couple of times previously it would take a little bit of time before you get to see their true self. Mm-hmm. But now you can get to know people from the beginning, and then the review show their true selves from the onset. You know, so that's something that I think has changed significantly. I'm happy to see a lot of foreigners, involved in businesses here. So growing and starting their businesses, startups from the scratch. When I came to Lithuania, I think that was pretty minimal.
Really?
Yeah, well, back then you would rarely see Africans or foreigners, not just Africans, international people who had businesses here from scratch. But now you're seeing more and more of that. So my opinion, I think that's beautiful to see. It's nice that the country gives us the opportunity to showcase our talent and our skill sets, and also for us to aim to grow as well. So I think that's something that, in my opinion, is just amazing to see here.
Seeing how you are really talking about businesses, are you planning to start one here in Lithuania?
Afroburn is a registered business as well, but if I have an idea for more, I'm always happy to collaborate with people. I'll be happy to start something as well.
How has your experience been integrating into the Lithuanian culture?
At first I spent a lot of time on my own and with few international friends. Yeah. But I would say if I had put my head down and learned the language from the beginning, my adaptation would have been a lot easier. So anyone who is new in Lithuania, please learn the language. It will really help you. There are a lot of English-speaking people here, but if you learn the language and you speak with the locals, by locals again indigenous, yeah, they have a little sense of warmth towards you. Mm-hmm. And they also know how challenging it is to learn the language, so they appreciate you making an effort, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's overall, adaptation took a while for me, but if you're an open-minded person, you get to understand things from all different perceptions, perspectives, it will be much better for you. If you're close-minded and believe that your approach is the only way forward, then you will have a big struggle here.
Exactly.
Because there's a huge cultural difference here.
How huge is it, the cultural difference?
For me, it's not much of an issue because I've lived in different parts of the world and Europe, so I've been exposed to a little bit more.
Okay.
But for people who are moving here for being the first country where it's away from their hometown or their home country, it might be a big shock to them. Also depending on where they're from.
Yeah.
If they're from this region, the Baltic or Europe as well, might not, maybe not. If they are from Asia, South America, Africa, then it's a big difference for them as well.
Yeah, for me everything just seemed like the opposite. Ranging from people to the weather to food, everything.
The weather is something that I think no matter how many years you're here for, you will never be fully ready for it. I mean, winter is coming.
Yes.
Are you ready for it? Absolutely not.
No. But actually, I had a guest, Selena. I'll leave the link to her video in the description section. You guys should check it out. For her, the colder months are her favorite months. You have a biracial child. What has your experience been raising her here in Lithuania?
That's something I haven't really put a lot of thought into. considering the fact that she's a mixed child here. But overall, it's been like she's my first child, so I don't have anything to compare with.
Okay.
But overall, I would say it's been an interesting journey. My culture, home country, when a child is born, it takes a community to raise a child. I believe it's the same thing in Ghana, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But here, it's you and your child.
Yeah.
That's how it is. So I had to adapt to that, understanding well. I also had to adapt to the fact that she would say words and mix languages. Because she's exposed to English and Lithuanian, so she would mix a couple of things. And I struggled to understand most of what she was trying to say.
Oh.
But overall, it's been a pleasant experience. It's something that I'm still learning every day. I can't say I'm done with this learning, but it's something that I'll continuously keep learning.
Yeah, we are growing every day.
We are growing. We face the challenges, but we face the fun side, and they grow up really fast.
Yeah.
So we need to enjoy it as much as we can.
Are you teaching her your language?
My language, not at the moment.
Okay.
No, I wish I could. I wish I could, but I would like to incorporate Spanish.
Do you understand Spanish?
See.
Oh my God! How
No,
am I going to do this thing?
I don't speak Spanish. But I would like to incorporate Spanish as one of the populous languages in the world. So why not? And at this age, for kids, they are open to. It's easier for them to catch a lot of languages. So a life hack or parent hack that I discovered is to get a Disney movie or any movie on Netflix, switch the language to Spanish. Thank me later, guys. Seriously, if you try this, thank me later. Switch the language to Spanish. Many of those animated movies, you can see the characters being expressive with their hands. So the kids might start understanding a few things back and forth. Try it out.
So she doesn't even need a Spanish teacher.
She will need in future, but at least she understands the basics a little bit at the moment. So,
how are you integrating your culture, the Lithuanian culture, and then blend it all together in the upbringing of your biracial child, especially in terms of food? Yes, culture.
Okay, the culture, she's not really exposed to a lot of my culture at the moment, but when possible, I try to take her out to hang out with my friends as well. So she sees and she understands that there are different ways of doing things, all to the same identical result. With food, she would have more of, she doesn't eat spicy food yet, keyword yet, but she will start eating that with me with time. She's trying a couple of Nigerian meals as well. She tries the okra soup, egusi soup. If I don't make it spicy, she'll eat it with me. She eats a little bit of the swallow. She loves plantain. So the chips you see me buying at your store are all for her. So those ones are all for her. So with the culture, she's learning a little bit of things, but when she visits Nigeria, she won't be completely because
She has not visited yet, right?
No, not yet. Yeah.
Okay. And she's not up to 10, right?
No, she's not up to 10.
Okay.
She's still a little baby.
Then I guess the whole spicy thing, it's pretty normal because even I have not really started introducing spicy dishes to my baby. Every once in a while she eats and she's like,
That's normal.
Yeah.
Well, is there a unique age when you should introduce spicy meals? Yeah.
Well, I feel like when they are able to fully communicate that it's too spicy, I can't eat, then I will give it to her. But for now, even if she's really suffering, aside I don't, she's doing it at the same time she wants more. So okay. I don't know if it is.
Stop it! I like it.
Yeah. So, do you have any recommendation for interracial couple as to how they should introduce their unique cultures to their biracial children?
I don't think there's a universal way, or one approach to the, and in Nigeria we have this saying that life doesn't come with a manual, Sometimes you go with the flow. You learn. But overall, I would say for everyone who has a child, or every international person who has a child living here, or his child, do not, restrict the child from learning about your culture as well. So whatever you can share, please go ahead, put it out. These kids, they learn a lot, They grasp a lot of information. They might not portray what they're learning to you at the moment, but a few days or a few weeks later, they will, put it out there. So share with them as much as you can, okay? Let them understand what the culture is about, the reasons, and all of this. So time and time again, they will start grasping. It's just normal. I would love to see two people from different countries, parents from different countries living in Lithuania. Lithuania being, for example, a father from Nigeria, a mother from Cameroon, and having a child.
And like a black child.
It doesn't matter black, it could be, okay, let's say
Okay.
a father from Greece, yeah?
So not
Mother
related
from
to
Philippines,
Lithuania at
yeah.
all.
Both parents not related to Lithuania. I would love to hear their experience because in this scenario, the child is exposed to at least 3 cultures.
Yes!
Those people in that situation will have a lot better, explanation or advice for us.
Exactly. I think we should bring something like this on the show.
Should.
So you've mentioned so many dishes, African dishes you've introduced to her so far.
Okay.
Which of this is her favorite?
Fried plantain.
Wow. She eats it just alone or with something else?
With fried eggs or sometimes with rice or whatever, but fried plantain. If she
She
sees it on
definitely
the
has
counter,
taste.
she grabs it. She knows what's up. She knows what's up. So when I come to your store and I do not see fried plantain, imagine my shock.
Yeah. I should be trying to always have it.
Yes, please. I need to explain to a little one that you don't have fried plantain.
And they don't understand anything.
No, they have now.
Okay. What are some of the Lithuanian dishes you have tried so far? And I mean, for example, in the beginning you didn't really like, but then you have come to like over time, and it also reminds you of home.
Alright, I think, as I mentioned earlier, I love food, so the question, I think the question would be, what Lithuanian dish have I not tried? So I've tried a lot. But is there anything that I didn't like at the start that I ended up admiring a lot? It would be biracial.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, you the same?
Yeah, and even sepeline.
No, I always liked biracial from the get-go. I adored it.
Wow.
But biracial, for some reason, at the start, I didn't really, like it. I don't know what to say, but maybe just considering the fact that the soup was cold.
Mm.
So for me, that
And
gave
not
a different
spicy.
feeling. Yeah, not spicy. The moment I see it, I'm having it. Whenever, wherever, winter, summer, whatever, it's there, it's available. I mean, and now I wonder why didn't I like it in the first place? Just I had to be open to it as well.
You just explained why you didn't like it. Me, I tried sepeline for the first time at a restaurant.
Okay.
And I had gone to that restaurant with some other international girls.
Okay.
So I saw the thing on the menu and I we have this dish called benku in Ghana. Yes.
Ooh.
It's like fufu.
I know benku.
Yes. So when I saw the menu, I thought it was benku.
Oh boy, the shock.
Yes. And they brought a thing. I was like, okay, they'll bring soup soon.
Oh my.
And I just kept waiting and waiting. So in Ghana, some people eat, fufu and those things with spoons. But these people are bringing cutlery set. I was like, okay, let me try. And I cut a thing, there was meat inside. I was so shocked. It wasn't just something I could eat.
Okay.
I was so pissed and I felt like I wasted my money. But
No.
now, God, I really, really, really love sepeline.
No, I've always adored sepeline from the start. There's when you go to Ghana, there's a place close to the airport where they serve like giant, mighty size of sepeline.
Wow. Were you explained to the first time you tried it?
Yeah, no, they taught me like I got the intro into it, like hey, it's potato, there's big meat inside, so and then the sour cream, the meat on the side as well, which I originally thought was carrots for some reason. but then told me it was meat, so but from the get-go I always loved sepeline. But I had someone tell me what it was, I think in your case you just went with what you saw on the menu.
Yeah.
Without reading the content or having anyone explain it to you.
We went to a typical Lithuanian restaurant. There were no translations, so we just picked whatever according to the pictures.
Okay.
And I mean, we were students. We were so broke. We were not. We didn't go to any good restaurants. So.
But were you brave enough to finish it or?
No, I didn't.
You trashed food. Oh my god.
The first few months, I was mostly eating rice and frozen pizza. I didn't have money to buy ready to eat pizza, so I was
There's this Lithuanian meal you should try. It's intestines with meat inside.
Oh no, please don't do that.
Yeah, you see, that's how you need to try this one as well. It's good. It's pretty if you love beef, you love meat, you should try it. It's good. It's really tasty.
Well, actually, I don't think it should be that bad. In Ghana, we eat, I think, cow intestines.
Okay.
They clean it and then they sell it, and people actually buy
Yes,
to eat
in
it.
Nigeria. I've forgotten the name, but I can ask around and then I'll just, when I message, please put it in the comments so people can try as well, okay?
Sure. I think I had this interview with Curly in Lithuania.
Okay.
And
okay.
yes, he said it's one of the things he really dislikes. And I hadn't tried it yet. And the way the whole thing went, I just didn't even want to try it at all.
Family Lithuania, if you're watching this, I'm a big fan of your page. I love and adore what you do here, how you promote the culture. So big ups, man. Big ups.
Yeah, he's amazing. And talking about the dishes, you didn't tell me which dish reminds you of home.
Okay, the meals that remind me of home are not local. But there is nothing, to be honest, that reminds me of, but I love the fact that I can come here and try something completely different.
How about this one, the one that looks like meat pie?
Kibine. Okay.
Do you not have meat pies in?
We have, but kibine is completely different from meat pie.
Yeah, but it kind of looks alike for me.
Visually, yes, but the taste and content, no, it's different.
Okay.
Maltina drink and gira
Yeah.
have an identical taste to it.
Yeah.
So I think, but also because they are made from the same ingredient, same raw materials. So that would be something that reminds me of home. So big fan of gira.
So far, what challenges have you faced as a foreigner here in Lithuania, and even still facing?
I would say the understanding some contents with the language. So not just learning the language itself, but there are certain places you will go to and there is no English speaker, or there are certain information that's provided to you which, if you translate it, it doesn't give the actual meaning of what the writer was putting,
Exactly.
That's something that I'm currently, that's a challenge I'm currently encountering, which I would like to overcome. But that revolves around me, again, learning the language.
But you're trying.
I wish I could say I hope. But I have friends who I could share content with and they would help me, interpret it to what the author actually meant,
Mm-hmm.
So that's a positive there.
Yeah, besides you have a very beautiful partner who can always help. The only problem is that they are not always with you, So when you need it and they are not there, then you're like, oh my god, where is my Google Translator? So the challenges you are encountering, how are you overcoming it?
In a very lazy approach, to be honest with you. Disturbing people to help me translate it. Disturbing citizens.
Don't be like him.
Yeah, do not be like me, no. But at the same time, you can't go from zero to being comfortable in the language to translate and understand this information. So make friends, ask people politely and give them time to respond. Don't call them, just text them. They don't like to be called. Just text them and they'll reply to you when they have time as well.
What advice would you give to Africans or even foreigners as a whole moving to Lithuania for the first time?
Get warm clothing. If you're not coming in the summer, if you're coming in the fall or winter, get pretty warm clothing. Number one, to learn the language, very important. You can go by with speaking English, yeah? But again, it's respectful one, so it's beneficial to you to learn the local language.
At least the basics.
Yeah, at least the basics, yeah. What we speak is not the basics, just FYI. What we know is not the basics. We need to learn, at least get to A2 level on the language skill. So learn the language, explore the country. So most times I've seen people come to Lithuania and they stay in the city where they are based, so either in Kaunas, Klaipėda, Lithuania or Klaipėda. That's where majority of the students will go to first, or workers. But there's beauty in the country and other parts as well. So explore the city, explore the country, try other cities. Have weekend trips away. Visit Trakai multiple times. You can never have enough of Trakai.
Exactly.
So explore this country, explore the cities around you as well.
Outside of social media, what are some of your hobbies and passions?
Football.
Oh.
We have a very strong community of guys that play football here. So if anyone is interested, let me know.
Are they just blacks or?
No, we have foreigners to play. We have French, we have Indians, we have majority of the community, people in the community are blacks, because we started it from way back. But again, this started even before I came to Lithuania, so it's something that I just joined and happy to be a part of the group. What
are some of your future goals and projects, both personally and for Afroburn? What should we look forward to with Afroburn.lt?
Okay, look forward to with Afroburn.lt. I would say look forward to having an international artist come through.
Yeah.
Yes, and you will be there this time, right? You'll be there.
I will be there. I'll try to.
Right. No, you'll be there. I take the first answer. The first answer is the honest answer. So
okay.
But overall, to be honest, look forward to having an international artist come to Lithuania. Yeah. We've had events and clubs, we've had events in the summer party, the summer house, so we want to make like a concept with having an international artist that you all know and are accustomed to. Someone someone you've seen on Instagram come through, perform for you on stage, and so you have the magic in front of you.
Oh my god, I'm so happy!
So that's something for 2025, and it will happen pretty soon.
Okay, yeah. How about you personally?
I'm kind of private, so my personal goals I keep to myself. But one that I can share is I want to be comfortable with the language. So maybe next time you bring me out here, you ask in English, I respond in Lithuanian.
Whoa, that's wonderful. He's so confident about it.
Yes, that's how determined I am to learn the language.
That's a very wonderful goal. Next time we meet again on this podcast, we are going to speak Lithuanian.
No, let's start from the shop. Yeah, when I come to buy something, I ask in Lithuanian, and then we translate in business language of Lithuanian.
Okay, well, not bad too. So far, what challenges have you faced with Afroburn.lt, and are there ways of overcoming them, and are these ways easy?
That's a good question, actually. Okay, so it's challenges. One is people coming to the event on time.
We are Africans and majority Africans.
Yeah, the African time is something we still need to work on. For example, the summer events here, we have a beautiful venue. The weather was perfect. Yeah, people came late.
Oh.
So when you come late, you don't really enjoy all the food. There's a pool there. There are lots of facilities. So if you come late, you miss out on enjoying all those facilities. That's why we got the place when you want to have fun. But overall, I think diversifying our events as well. That's something that we are currently facing and having as a challenge. We would like to have an Afro-Caribbean, truly Afro-Caribbean, but at the same time having people from multiple cultures and backgrounds coming to have all this kind of genre of music at the same time is kind of a challenge at the moment. But that's something that we hope to, get resolved in the near future.
Okay.
How to get this done, I think bit by bit. Something that I always share with people, for those coming to Afroburn events for the first time, the indigenous coming for the first time, they might know one or two Afrobeat songs, popular ones, but are they ready to hear the song for like 2 hours straight? This genre of music? To be honest, no. So it's a gradual process. It's the same thing with introducing more genres of songs to the Afro community here as well. Are they ready for it? Actually, no. But slow and steady, we will get there.
Yeah, maybe a blend of both. A little bit of Afro, a little bit of Jessica Shine.
True.
Yes.
I think we're doing that already.
Oh yeah?
We started doing that recently. Shout out to DJ Sims. Big ups, man. Doing great.
The DJs are doing amazing. I see you guys on social media. It's just that I've not been there in person yet.
Okay.
So Afroburn, thank you so much for coming to BORGA's talk. I really enjoyed our chats, and I hope you enjoyed the Kepta Duona.
See, I'm halfway done. I'm halfway to start. But thank you so much for having me.
It was a real pleasure.
It's really lovely conversation, and hope to be back here in the near future. And as you mentioned, speaking Lithuanian. Okay?
Do you have any final words for our lovely viewers?
Please, visit the shop. There are a lot of things that you would like there. Okay?
Of African stuff.
Yeah, of African stuff. Please visit of African stuff. You would love the prices are amazing. The variety of things that you see there. Especially if you're African, it reminds you of you have your local spices, reminds you of home. If you're a foreigner, don't hesitate to try it out. She has a very good label on what is spicy and what is not spicy. I took the chips to work the other time and gave to my colleagues. Yeah. Happy faces all through.
Oh.
I'm telling you, happy faces everywhere.
I'm happy to know. You just promoted me. I'm so happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, thank you so much for staying until the very end. And like I said before, Selena says the colder months are actually her favorite months. So you guys should find that out. I'll leave the link to Selena's video in the description section. Yeah, so far, that's it. I will definitely see you in the next episode. Visagaro.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.